of the design system with your product teams. Another being building on top of a third-party library that doesn't allow you to extend your future needs. Or having multiple competing design systems within your organizations. And many more. And there in the back, behind all the bones, can you see something familiar? Variant Style Guide. 2 of them. They have also ended up here. But is that a failure after long service? Full of learnings? Building a design system is easy, but maintaining it and making it grow organically within your organization is much more difficult. It is often based on decisions made early in the software development lifecycle. It requires planning and collaboration. Or does it? Can't we just cut out the human and collaboration part and make things more efficient? Hello, my name is Kristoffer. I'm a problem solver, a front-end developer, and a father of 2. This is me outside of Bislett Stadium in Oslo, on paternity leave with my second daughter. This should have been the best time of my life. I was looking forward to simple yet complete focus in one job. Long strolls, outside lunches, in the sun, with a view and beer. To all mothers, this is what we fathers do during paternity leave. To all fathers, this is the 2-beer grip. It's the same grip you use to lift your baby's legs for changing the diaper. But then life happened. It was not my daughter, but a close relative to the family that passed away. We got an estate in our lap, a 100-year-old grocery store in the middle of nowhere. 250 square meters plus workshop full of things collected over generations. Here we spent all our free time for the next 6 months. Clearing out and mourning and cleaning. We systematically went through the house room by room, sorting things by categories and by keep, sell and throw away, with a goal to get order and get the house in a sellable state. Some common symptoms of hoarding: collecting unneeded things, inability to organize your things, and difficulty to get rid of things. Some of the stuff we found were 2 meter high and 200 kilograms safe. A moldering caravan, or 10 square meters of mice nest. Insecticide, a new type against DDT-resistant flies. It was such a relief when we were done. But enough about me, let's talk about design systems. Let's start with the primary button. You all have a primary button in your design system, I suppose. It's the cornerstone and beginning of every good design system. Then you add a secondary button, a tertiary button, a size small, a size extra small, a danger button, icon right button, icon left button, icon only button, boom, rat's nest. Some symptoms of digital organizations: collecting products, inability to organize your products, and difficulty to discontinue your products. So let's start with the analysis. It's great to have good order in your sewing equipment. To achieve this, you need to organize and plan, categorize and sort. Your tools need to support real-life needs and products. No need for access. A good starting point is to do an exercise called 3x3x3, where you take your 3 most valuable products, find your 3 most important pages on those products, and on those 9 pages find the 3 components on every page that's most important for that page. Then you end up with a good set of your key needed components for your products. This will form a good baseline for your design system. There's also another exercise called Parts, Product and People, where you find the key stakeholders, key products, and key components or parts for your design system. Then you need to acknowledge that your style guide, pattern library, or design system should not be a byproduct. Your design system needs to be the platform for building other products, or it will get outdated very soon. Design and development. Organizing the teamwork around your design system is key to success, and is often where things start out wrong. One approach is the solitary button-up model, where every team starts with a toolbox, and then one team decides to share theirs with the rest of the organization, and they start to use it instead of theirs. A model like this have the downsides that the team building the toolbox might not take other teams into consideration when adding new features or making breaking changes. This also puts all the work on one team. Another common model is the community model, where the teams pitch in to build the common toolbox. This model might lead to loss of speed when the teams have to prioritize their own products over the design system. And different cultures and ideas on teams might lead to people not working in the same direction. The opposite of the community model is the centralized model, where you have one dedicated team working on the design system and supplying it to the rest of the organization. This top-down model, often initiated from C-level, have the problems that the teams might not, the design system team might not understand the real needs of the product teams and convince them of using the platform rather than building things themselves. So a hybrid between the centralized and the community model is where I've seen most success over time. Here you have a core team building the design system with support of maintainers and advocates on the product teams. This creates both commitment in the team and grassroots connection with the organization, and centralized governance. Here all teams have a say and buy into the system, and communication is often more important than documentation, and with collaborating teams, communication will spread in your organization. Testing. The workflow when building new features for your design system includes a designer, a developer, and a designer and developer for QA. Once this process has been done once, you can add API tests and visual tests, removing the need for a QA developer and QA designer, freeing valuable human resources. Here is an example of a visual test with the button, the baseline, and a change made to it, and a diff showing that here we need human interaction to make sure if this can go out or not. Deployment. Releasing is often a bottleneck, dependent on a few key personnel. But this can also be automated by making it triggered by commit tags, making the review and automated test the gatekeepers for an okayed release. Yes, and this is an example of such a pipeline where the developer has written code, committed, tested, and just kept going. No need to keep your secrets in Git. Maintenance. It's very important not to break things and communicating changes over time and to maintain trust in your design system. Versioning communicates changes. Here by semantic versioning, where the major is a breaking change, a minor is a new feature, and a patch is just a bug fix. Giving the product teams confidence to update non-breaking changing versions. And a changelog communicates in detail what has happened and can be auto-generated by change sets and commits made in a machine-readable manner, reducing the need for non-vital interaction during development. Work can be automated through APIs. Here with Figma, a designer can update code directly without involvement of developers. Changing design token values have never been this easy. And onboarding new developers from product teams with your component in the design system requires lots of documentation, but can be made easier through direct connection from code to design with Figma Code Connect, letting teams easily make use of components and bridging naming discrepancies between design and code. Here an example where the Figma design sketch creates an actual copy-paste ready code snippet with the correct props. End of life. When you have gone through life collecting a lot of things, it's time to remember to let go by the gentle art of Swedish death cleaning. This is not something sad, and it's not about cleaning and vacuuming, but about permanent change through minimalism. Organizing and categorizing your things, throw away your trash, sell off and make use of the money, give away and see your belongings get new life and joy with your close ones. Don't get stuck on the small things. Start with the big things that shows progress. Only keep what you need. Do not leave this to your loved ones to have to deal with while going through sorrow. For your design system, this means to plan for end of life. Keep what works and throw away what doesn't. Bring with you what worked and what you have learned. Only building new where it makes sense and adds value. Make your next generation better and let the learning be a lesson. Thank you.